Yo, what is up, everyone? We're talking about a viral music group today. A duo, actually. But I can't do it without Dixon. How are you?
Ice. Wow, another famous duo out there. Ice and Dixon. These guys, whoever the hell
Lan
they
Law,
are.
Lan Law, Lance Curtis, whoever the hell they are. We don't even know.
Oh, so there is some context. So Lan Law. So you're actually teaching us something today. It sounds like, which is going to be interesting.
I'm trying to. I'm really trying to.
Yeah.
This is a very rare ice an ice special, I guess, because what you usually come in with all the knowledge, but of course I come in with this very, let's just say, neurodivergent kind of thing that I found these guys, and they're all over my Instagram lately, and they're over a lot of people's Instagrams, believe it or not.
That's amazing.
Now,
that's really crazy. Now, before we get into this,
go ahead.
We have a special treat. There's actually a
oh boy.
comment of the week featuring Ice and Dixon on one of our Arctic Monkeys videos.
Okay, let's hear it.
So this is kind of rambling. It's kind of on and on. Okay. So this is on our that was really mean that I said this is kind of rambling. I mischaracterized this.
It's totally fine. I'm sure you meant it in good grace. It's totally fine.
Yes, so this is on our review of the Arctic Monkeys' first album. This is from a guy, Jason Fernley, 1744. I am from Sheffield, so Sheffield High Green, where Alex Turner hails from. I am from Sheffield. Arctic Monkeys are living rock gods that were huge from the start, forming in 2002, headlining Glastonbury the first of 3 times in 2007, and still talked about and reacted to on YouTube by many age groups and demographics, and somehow still getting bigger. They're not a pop band, but have more Spotify streams than Katy Perry. They are one of the best bands of all time, influencing many modern artists, such as the Indonesian band Reality Club, which you guys should take a look at. Songs like Am I Bothering You, Anything You Want, and Alexandra.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Indian, see, I love these kind of comments because they turn us on to something like we would, an Indonesian band, like I would have never even looked into that. It's kind of interesting.
It is kind of interesting, yeah. So they're a big influence in Indonesia, evidently. So the Arctic Monkeys are real big in Indonesia, from what I can tell.
That's pretty ridiculous, honestly.
Yeah. But it's great because we said they're kind of bashful. The Arctic Monkeys seem like they're a little bashful in the comments. They're fans, so this is great to hear from this guy from Sheffield. No,
that's good. That's great. I'm really we're international now, Dixon. That's pretty great.
That's the truth.
Yeah,
it really is. So yes, more streams than Katy Perry. Not all that impressive, but hey, I'll take it for sure. I mean, Katy Perry. If anybody's still streaming Katy Perry in 2025, I don't know what the deal is.
God bless you. I'm sorry, but you're doing what you're doing, I guess.
Yes, exactly. All right, so that was good. That was our comment of the week with Ice and Dixon. All right, now, so back to serious business here.
No, yeah, it's very serious business. Now, you know what? I feel like a lot of people have heard of Lan Law. So if anyone doesn't know, and if you're listening to this, you probably have searched them. You probably do know, but they are a country duo and they're 2 brothers, actually. It's Lance Curtis and Lawson Wayne. Okay. So here's the thing. Now, I'm going to say this. You remember William Hung? Remember that guy that was he was very bad. He was on American Idol, and everyone made like a sideshow of him. Yeah. And that's how he got popular, because he was so bad. And everyone was kind of like laughing at him, not really with him. But that's in the social media age. I feel like that's what Lan Law is. And let me explain this. So I'm sure a lot of people have experienced this. So you go on Instagram, you could be scrolling, for whatever reason your algorithm pulls up these independent artists that come up and they're very bad. They're, give them credit, they're trying to make it on their own, but they're noticeably very, very bad. And
gotcha.
That's kind of what this Lan Law is. Like, you listen to them, they're off key, kind of off time too. The playing, not really that great. And, they're just 2 young brothers just kind of trying to make it out there, right? Mm-hmm. So the thing is, these guys got shared so much on Instagram just by people saying, yo, listen to how trash these guys are, that they have millions and millions of views. But here's the thing. They have like no followers. They have, relatively no followers. So For the hundreds of millions of views they have, you look on their Instagram, they might have, I think it's like 10K followers they have, which comparatively isn't that much. Then you look on their YouTube, they have 700 subscribers. We might actually beat them eventually. We probably will. But
probably will beat them. Wow. Yes, I did see their YouTube. Yes, I did see that. Okay.
So they have this song. They actually have 3 songs out under Lan Law right now, and it's their first was Back in Town. Then he had Hillbilly Legal in 2023, and their biggest one that everyone really makes fun of is Country to the Bone. And everyone knows the lyrics. It's wake it up, busted your butt. So everyone knows that, and people just make fun of them. I'm serious. If you go to the Instagram comments, like, people really hate on these guys. So,
oh man,
because of the unique hatred that these guys get, like, it's so widespread, they started to get popular based on that. So now you have a band that is, this group, Lan Law, that's taking this very seriously. But you have all these people making fun of them, and that's how they're going viral, because of how bad they are. Kind of just like William Hung, like I said.
Right.
So now what you're seeing, and there was actually a great article about this. It's on Whiskey Riff. It's by this guy, Andrew Mize. He wrote about them. And he kind of documents sort of like the steps of what happened to them. But you are seeing them now get booked for shows. And not in arenas or anything like that. You see them get books on shows. They were featured on Sports Center's Instagram of 2 of the hosts, like kind of lip syncing their song. You have that. You have this guy. I'm not really sure who he is, but he's like a huge DJ in the country world. He's
Bobby
called
Bones?
Yes.
Bobby Bones, yeah.
How'd you know that? Is he like a really big thing?
Bobby Bones, I should say. Yes. He's a big, he has like a country radio show. Like, he's like the I don't even know who the equivalent would be. Charlemagne the God. Are you familiar with him?
Yeah.
He's like that guy in the country world.
Okay. See, that makes sense. Yeah. So there's a video of Lan Law getting invited to go see them, and they're meeting them and everything. Like, oh my God, dude, Lan Law's here. And then at these kind of venues that they're getting invited to, they're kind of small bars around. And it's all very young people that are going this. It's all young people that are on social media that are seeing these people. And it's just a big joke, essentially. Okay. But Lan Law isn't in on the joke, because they're taking this music career very seriously. And and as this article points out on Whiskey Riff, that it gets kind of sad, because they are getting paraded around, and their popularity is coming from them being a circus act, but they're not aware of that. Does that make sense?
Yes, no, it makes total sense. That's kind of sad in reality.
Yeah, it is. It's like, okay, so I listen to these guys. I've heard them live. They have a YouTube, and it originally was just the one brother, the shorter, bigger one, and his brother played percussion. Like, he was on what's that box that you sit on that you play? You know what I'm talking? That box. One of our old buddies used to play that. I'm sure you remember. Yeah, sure you know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know exactly what it is.
Yeah, so that shows you what's going on. And then now he's playing drums and stuff. But they eventually group together, and then they make music together. But what I'm saying is, again, they're taking it seriously. They've been doing this for years. But now, because they gained so much popularity from being so bad, they're just getting booked for gigs and stuff. And they're taking it as, oh, we're getting booked. We're making it in our career. We're doing something. So that's kind of the sadness of it. I kind of feel bad for these guys to a point. But that's where they were invited into the Country Music Association.
Wow, that's pretty. No, that's a little too far, don't you think?
And I'm sitting there, yeah, because they posted.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see when this was, but yeah, they became CMA members a few months ago. That's what this article says, and this is posted in February. So yeah, so around this year they were invited into the CMA, which is kind of insane. Who approved this? I don't know. But,
yeah, that's pretty insane.
But again, they're seeing all this as like, you know, we made it. But
right.
in reality, they're just getting made fun of. And just one last thing. There's a video. There's a video on their Instagram.
Yeah.
Someone did an interview with them, and they posted this portion, and they said, "How do you deal with all these people hating on you? Like, your comments are like, you can't go into the comments and see people just saying, 'Oh wow, you're amazing.'"
Right.
And they said, again, this is, you know, kind of endearing, kind of sad at the same time. They're like, you know, God has a plan for us. He's like, people have their opinions, and you know, we have a lot of opportunities now, and we're just playing, we're just doing our thing. But they don't. It doesn't seem like they realize that these places are booking them. So kids, you know, when they're whatever, you know, between the demographic of 20 and 30 that doom scroll on Instagram all day, are seeing these guys and getting shared by their friends, like, dude, look at how shitty these guys are. And then they see, oh my God, dude, Lan Law's actually coming to like one of the bars near us. Like, we got to go see them. It's going to be hilarious. And that's what they do. And that's why they have crowds. And that's pretty much it. So again, I feel bad for these guys. I did a deep dive on them, Dixon. I really did.
You really did. This is really incredible stuff. Thank you for that. Thank you for that rundown.
Yeah.
You know what this reminds me of? And this is, I won't share it, but you remember when we went to that NASCAR track and there was the
yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Doesn't that remind you of this duo? Because he thought everybody was obsessed with him. He had original music.
Yeah.
Then he became the manager of a strip club in that area. He was there for several years doing whatever. I don't even know what he was doing, but that's what he was doing.
Funny. But yeah, no, it reminds me exactly of that. Yeah.
So you told me I had seen these guys on Instagram before, like for a very brief period.
Okay.
And then you mentioned them to me, and I'm like, well, wait a second. I think I saw their videos, and I checked it out. So then you said we should talk about Lan Law because now they have 3 or 4 songs, whatever it was you said. And I'm like, okay, let me go check out Lan Law. So I watched the music video for "Country to the Bone."
Yeah, the most famous.
And then. Yes. It's country to the bone. And then they have those like videos on their YouTube of like they played like some sort of like a senior center or like a community center where they have all those just the songs uploaded. And that poor kids on that on the box just just jamming his little heart out. Like it's like you said, it's endearing, but also. Oh man! So I guess you know it seems like they have a pretty good idea. Like, okay, God has a plan for us, and we're doing our thing, and that's all great, right?
Sure.
But there's no room. There's no room for these guys in CMA and everything else. That's completely overboard. It really is.
Yes, it is, and I feel like it's like gotten to the point where it's out of hand. Again, it's because of the social media age. Like I think back to William Hung. Like, what would it be like? If he came up in the internet age, he'd probably be like, "Oh wow, I'm getting booked at all these places," but really, it's just to laugh at you, and that at that point it gets kind of sad because you have these drunk people. Again, if me and you went out to like some horrible band, we'd probably be carrying on, having a great time. Be like, play
great time,
play Country to the Bone, dude. Oh yeah, love it. You're not gonna sit there and yell at them, but I mean, that's the reality of what's happening with them right now.
Oh man! So I went to their website too when you said that, and so their big thing is they won duo of the year in 2023 by the FPCM Media Group, and this is a European institution that highlights independent artists, but also cover songs. And so it looks like for 2024, either they submitted these nominations or they're nominated for them. Whenever this award show is. Song of the Year, Video of the Year, Music Business of the Year, Most Appreciated Male, Christmas Original Song of the Year. Now, I'd be interested to hear that, to see what that's like.
I would be too. I would be too.
So maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves, because in reality, we listen to their music, right? And it's their video that they did for Country to the Bone. It looks really good. Whoever did it, I mean, it's really official.
Oh, sure.
And it's like really legit.
I know.
The one brother, he's the singer. And he sort of kind of sounds like he's like a little boy, like he's like kind of like tone deaf. That's how you describe him,
right? Yeah.
And from what I can tell, the one brother plays guitar, but all he's doing is carrying around that guitar in the video. Yeah. And it's like you listen to it. It's like, okay, at some point they evidently have resources invested here with their social media and their ability to tour and their video that they just did. And so at some point you got to think, okay, this has got to all come together. But there's no real. It's just the tone deaf singing with the country music backing, and it doesn't really come together, nor does it match.
That is a great point, because at some point you're like, if they're getting all this publicity and all this stuff, it's like, hey, why don't we see? And this is where it comes in that they don't. I feel like they really don't understand. They don't get it. And you know what I would do. Like, okay, all these people are making fun of us. Let's go get vocal lessons. Let's regroup for a year. Then let's release an album that is highly produced. We have the money probably because they're getting money from their social media and things like that. Why don't we regroup, get vocal lessons, have someone produce this like amazingly, and then come out with an absolute banger of an album. Let's get some help with the writing, things like that. But no, it's not like that. They're going to release on May 2nd, actually.
Oh my gosh!
Hopefully that'll definitely boost the views here. I'll tell you that. But they're going to release something on May 2nd, and that they've played some clips from it, and it's the same. It's called Camouflage. It is the same tone deaf, like literally like out of tune and out of timing even.
Right.
Which is
the
like
timing is the thing.
Which is. It's like you're coming in like an eighth of a beat off, and it's like embarrassing. It's like, what are you doing? Who produced this? Who made it? Why are you doing this? But again, I think it's because they just don't get it, and that's it. Like you said, there's no evolution here. It's just they're not taking advantage of what's happening. It's just lost on them.
Yes,
and that's the way I see it.
Kind of interesting. That is kind of interesting. And they have merch. I mean, the logo is kind of cool. Lan Law. I mean, it's kind of a cool idea. They're kind of a cool idea too. I mean, Lance and Lawson or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. I love that.
And then they have like these shirts that have their pictures on them. It's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I mean, they're doing a really nice job. But
I know.
It's like, it makes you feel bad a little bit, but also they don't belong anywhere near anything, an institution related to country music. I mean, CMA, that's beyond.
I know, and that's kind of ridiculous. I should have looked into that more. And ironically, the article that I was reading actually says that too, that they want to look into like what actually happened to get them into there.
Yeah,
but,
right.
It just. I don't know. I feel like they're not going to capitalize on this in a way that they could improve and be like, you know what, F you guys, we're putting the work in, and now we're going to come out bigger and better than ever. But again, there's no evolution. I mean, if you look at their YouTube, when it was just the one guy, when it was just like Lance something, he was playing like open mics and stuff like that. It seemed like, but it is just
doing.
Yeah, but it's rough. It's really, really rough. It's kind of hard to watch at some point, because he does covers too. He did Boot Scoop Boogie, and that was bad.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, you're in a bar of drunk people. It's just whatever. You're kind of background music at that point, and like no one really cares.
Yeah.
And I think they've been deluded because of that.
I mean, even their video, the video for Country to the Bone, it has 40,000 views. I mean, in the retrospect of everything else, that's not really all that many views when you're on this supposed level, in reality.
Right.
And it's like I said, there's a lot. I'm glad you brought this up, because you always said you should check these guys out. It's interesting. But there's like more to unpack than you would think. There
really is, and they're at the point right now that they could either train their craft, whatever that may be, their singing or guitar playing or whatever, and really just come out and kind of like blow everyone away, and then have people come and be like, "Holy shit! Like this is actually like pretty good." Again, take a year off and just make an album, hire some writer to help you out. Because I mean, as it stands right now, we didn't even talk about the writing, but the writing is like, it's very generic, very generic country. Like you could interchange any of these lyrics with any title that they have with their songs. And it's the same thing. It's like, we're country, we're doing that shine, and like all this nonsense.
Yeah.
We're fishing and we're going down to the brook, and like that's all it is. And you could interchange it with anything, and it's like the most generic AI generated country music. I think they have to listen. They listen to this podcast right now, Lan Law. You guys got to Lan LAWK In and hire someone to help you out. And I think take a year of training, take a year of vocal lessons, and come back, get a good producer, and I think you guys could actually hit it big. I mean, that'd be the biggest comeback of the century. I don't know if they're going to do it, but that's what I got to say.
It's funny because Lance is the sole songwriter credited on Country to the Bone.
I know.
That's interesting.
I know. I saw that too.
I think we're in the business of launching comebacks here, and we always point to it, but I'm going to point to it again. Nobody on this platform was talking about Nickelback a year and a half, 2 years ago, and we were the only ones talking about them. What the F happened to Nickelback? And now here they are, back on another tour, another summer tour.
That's right.
Excuse me, not Nickelback, Creed.
Yeah, I was going to say Creed. Yeah, exactly.
And so this could be the opportunity to Lan LAWK In. Oh man, I'm really glad you brought this up, because this is more interesting than you think it would be.
It is. It is, and it's because it's not just a independent artist on Instagram trying to push their stuff, promoting, like paying to promote their stuff to show up on everyone's algo. Which they might be doing, but these guys have been so bad that they are a viral hit, and I think that's what's very interesting.
And you have to really wonder, I think this maybe takes deserves a look back, or a bigger picture glance. Mm-hmm. Is this what country music is facilitating? Is this what people are deeming good country music when you're talking about buck knives and moonshine and going for fishing dates? I mean, is this where country music was headed? Because there's artists out there that are doing a lot of good things.
Oh my God, absolutely.
I mean, I think if you, as you said, if you polish this up, if you had somebody do it, could this be Luke Bryan rewritten with a little bit of finesse in reality? You know what I mean?
I think so, but like you said, is this what country music now, modern country music, is enabling? That these guys are like, these lyrics are so good. Oh, fish and date, busting your butt. Like, is this what country music, like modern country stars, pop specifically, country music stars are facilitating? And that's what these guys are taking away and being like, well, these guys are popular, so we could write about fish and dates and get my boots dirty and all this BS, and be like, this is country. This is what's going to be popular. I think you're right. I think that's a really, really good point.
Interesting. So we could Lan Law is a product of the environment, as most of these things go.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Interesting. Yeah, I'll tell you what. It's interesting. So I guess we're gonna see what happens with the album May 2nd, full length album.
Well, no, it's not an album.
Oh, okay.
It's just see this. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. It's a freaking song that sucks. I've already heard it. It sucks.
Camouflage is this. So they're releasing a single.
Yes, another single. Yeah, put it out with your other 10 or other 4 that you have. Oh my god. It's just.
So Camouflage, we should anticipate it May 2nd.
Yeah, yeah. They've been. Right. They say they keep big things coming, dude, and then they just post like they post like the album for the album art for the single. It's just.
Yeah.
They just don't get it. That's all. That's what I'm saying. Take a year off. Get vocal lessons. Even get like guitar playing lessons or something. And get a band backing you. Be like Florida. You could be a Fuller George line if you wanted to.
Yeah,
they don't freaking play music. They talk over the voice. Be them. I mean, for God's sake.
Yeah, they don't do shit for sure.
No,
you can definitely. Yeah, seriously, it's the truth. Oh man, yeah. I mean, there's definitely opportunity here.
There is. There definitely is. I'm telling you. But you got to take that year off. That's all I'm saying. You gotta.
We're recommending.
Yes,
strongly.
Yes, please.
Oh no.
Yeah. So, well, that's all. I mean, that's what I had to say about them. I just thought I thought it was interesting. The more I looked into it, I was more interested in it than just
that is interesting.
Because again, we've seen a lot of shitty independent artists come across Instagram trying to make a buck, but this has a history and a story behind it, and it's very interesting.
Yeah, it is. That's. Thank you for illuminating us, because I would have no idea. I almost think you have to wonder how much of this, like it was, like I would think, oh, this is satire, but it seems like it's. Well, as you said, it's kind of legit.
Yeah, no, it is. A lot of people thought that too. They said, "Is this satire? Is this AI generated?" Like, but
oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we wish you the best of luck, Lan.
Yeah. Come on the show, Lan Law, please.
Come on the show, please. We friends of the show, Lan Law.
Oh man. But
well, good stuff. Yeah. Thanks, Ice. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I like doing these, but. Guys, let us know your favorite Lan Law song, please. Comment down below and let us know. Lan Law, I hope you see this, because they're probably searching everything that comes up for them.
They gotta be.
Please comment on this. Let us know what you think. What you think about our breakdown, and
let us know.
Yeah, hope we weren't too
harsh.
We'd
love to hear from you.
Yeah, honestly, we would just heed our word. That's all I gotta say.
It's true. It's there. It's free advice.
Yep. Well, guys, thanks for listening as always. Keep subscribing, because you guys are doing that, and we really appreciate that. But
yes, for sure.
We will see you in the next one.
Peace.